Hey, just checking in on the I don't know, guess you call it reactive tinnitus. It's like if you hear a fan or ocean sound or rain, or you're cooking something sizzling on the stove, that kind of white noise kind of sounds, and you're hearing these like chirping or scraping sounds or other kinds of sounds whenever that happens. Like if I go in the bathroom and turn on the fan, I immediately start to hear it, or if I'm running water and stuff like that. And it had gotten really bad, and I had been sitting at the computer for a while because I'm like, what else can I do, right? I gotta take it easy when I'm not exercising. But you're using your neck muscles statically to keep your head in a certain position for long periods of time, which is strains. Like after maybe say half an hour, your muscles kick in and just start compensating so your ligaments don't take as much damage. Because if you just hold a static position with I guess it doesn't matter what you're doing, looking at your cell phone, look on the computer, maybe you're bent over like repairing a car or something, and you're just holding that. I guess a car you'd probably be moving around more, but if it's just one position that you're not changing. I was reading, I forget, I don't have the source, but you start to take damage from just being in that one spot. And then so that's why the muscles compensate, and then they get tightened up. And I was like, and this had happened after I was at a computer for a while, and it gotten a lot worse. Like every time I hear a car go by, it'd be a lot louder. And it really sucks when you try to go to just outside, go for a walk, go to the beach, go to, you know, if you like, just hearing the wind blow was really irritating. So if you like here, it's a windy place because it's hurricane season, and so now it's not so bad. But anyway, so I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna sit at the computer anymore, I'm not gonna use my cell phone anymore. And I was just basically, if I'm out and about, that's fine, like driving or going for walks or whatever, going to the gym. But then otherwise, if I'm at home, rather than like sit and watch TV, I'll lay down. Something where my neck's completely immobile. I'm not using it at all. I'm not using the muscles at all. And so I've been doing that. And that's difficult for me because of the internal jugular vein compression. It makes that worse because I don't know quite why, but I know that when I was doing an ultrasound of my internal jugular veins, then the flow wasn't as good when I was laying down. So anyway, so I've been laying down and not doing that, and then after a couple of days of that, I'm like, it's a lot quieter. Like I could barely hear that chirping noise when I'm in the bathroom, whereas it was like loud last week. And so if you have reactive tinnitus, I'm proof that there's a connection to how tight your muscles are. And I felt the tightness like right around the spine, right around C1, C2 area, and there's really tender areas there. Like really, like if I touch them, it felt like it's not bruised. Like if you look at the outside of my skin, it's not bruised, but if I touch that area, it hurts. It feels sore. And those areas feel less sore now, and that reactive tinnitus is much quieter. It's not totally gone, but it's some relief, at least. And it's proof that it's not just like a minor change, it's like huge. It's like 90% quieter. So it's like I've talked to a lot of researchers, I've talked to a lot of people that have tinnitus, and I've never heard anyone say that they found any sort of cause for it. So this is one cause. Maybe there's other reasons it could happen. It probably is, just like there's multiple reasons you can have tinnitus, like blood flow or trauma to your brain, trauma to hearing, like your nervous system, muscular sclerosis can demyelinate your nerves, and that can cause issues. But anyways, so that's having if you have that kind of issue, let's say, try not putting yourself in a position where your neck is constantly, where you're in a static position, flexing your neck for long periods of time. And it doesn't seem to bother me standing, I think, because when I'm going for walks, like, my neck is continuously moving. It's never static. It's just because you look around at stuff. And even if, like, I go sit in a public place, like at a park, like, I'm looking around. But at the computer and cell phones specifically, I guess TV as well, like, you just don't move. You just have your head in that one position, sometimes for hours. And I don't think we're supposed to do that. I think that causes damage. That's not the way our ligaments are supposed to have. I mean, a lot of people have been, I mean, my grandmother's 91. Doesn't bother her. I mean, she does that. She watches a lot of TV, so I don't know. But I think computer, generally, there's more posture problems with computers and cell phones, and she doesn't really use a computer, and she doesn't really use a cell phone. And I worked in IT for like 20 years. So there's that, and plus, you know, whatever you do at home. And so that's a lot of computer use. And then, you know, you're on your cell phone for like 10 hours a week, probably. Most people probably double that. Yeah, I guess try cutting all that out. If you're gonna use the screen, like, just don't use your cell phone, because there's no way to use that and not use your neck. Even if you're laying in bed, it's really hard to just keep your head completely relaxed while you're holding up your cell phone. It's weird. I don't know. And then for your, you know, if you're gonna watch TV, just try and lay down so you're not using your neck muscles at all, and just try to avoid using the computer. I guess a lot of people, like, some people might be hearing this and be like, well, that's their job. Your job is to do that. I don't know what to say then. But that's all I got. That's the connection I found, is that it can be caused by muscle tightness in your neck and possible ligament damage, which can also be why your muscles can tighten up, because they're trying to compensate. So, like, if someone's been doing that for like years on end, maybe the ligaments slowly get damaged over time, and now you've got this reactive tinnitus, and you need to take a while off and maybe do some physical therapy for your neck to stop that from happening. But I started seeing results like within a day. So I already noticed it being quieter, and then like 2 days, definitely even more noticeable. So, and I have pretty severe issues, so just to give you an idea what to expect. Anyway, thanks.